60 seconds.
Welcome. How many people will be playing today? 1 player. Thank you. Gameplay functions as follows. When you have located the correct answer to a question, buzz in to indicate your desire to answer. Then choose the button that corresponds to the correct answer. These buttons will act as your buzzers. The 4 symbol buttons will be used to choose your answer.
5, 4.
Now loading.
It's time for the show where high culture and pop culture collide.
Well, look at you playing You Don't Know Jack PlayStation all by yourself. Oh, well, I should be honored. I mean, you could be playing with Laura Croft, right? You should probably understand this right from the get-go. Just because I'm taking time out to play with you does not mean we're best friends now, okay?
One.
This category is lepers make damn good sausage. You get it right, I'm putting you up $2,000. Well, okay there, big guy. It's our Chicago episode. So not only are we going to talk about the teams and the buildings and the pizza, we're going to take a look at the darker side of that fair city. Huh? You know, like the Upton Sinclair writing about folks losing their hands in the Chicago sausage factories. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Let's get started, huh? Say a Chicago sausage factory. Okay, that's enough of that. My jaw hurts now. Say a Chicago sausage factory holds a company-wide game of Where is Thumbkin? Considering what's used for sausage casings, how will the thumbless factory workers reply? In a cow's stomach lining, in a sheep's intestine, in a pig's aorta, or in a horse's dermis. The traditional way of making sausage is to put spiced ground meat and occasionally a human thumb into a casing made from sheep's intestine.
These appetizers are great. What are they?
Oh, those are my finger sandwiches. 2. The category's gonna be Little Red's Riding in the Hood. $1,000 at stake on this one. Here's the question. Say instead of finding a wolf in her grandmother's bed, Little Red Riding Hood found the entire city of Chicago. Wow. What would Red most likely have said?
Grandma, what a big head you have. Grandma, what big shoulders you have. Grandma, what big arms you have.
Or,
Grandma, what big hair you have.
Chicago is known as the city of big shoulders. Turns out Granny was just wearing a new shirt with those sewn-in puffy shoulder pads. That's when Little Red Riding Hood really got scared.
3.
I'm calling this one Thumbs Up Where. You get this one, you pocket $2,000. Okay, so it looks like Roger Ebert finally found a permanent partner to replace Gene Siskel. Yep, apparently this Richard Roper character will now be Ebert's other thumb. Sure took him long enough to find somebody, though. Suppose that while looking for his new partner, Roger Ebert had hired an animal with opposable thumbs to be his feuding pal. What animal would have joined him in the balcony? Any primate, any carnivore, any mammal, or any vertebrate? Although a primate could never replace Gene Siskel's incisive critical sense, primates do have opposable thumbs. Well, in my opinion, the film was perfect. Superb acting, flawless script, and impeccable direction. What did you think? Well, yes, you have a point there.
4.
This one's called Hold Your Pinky Out When You Spit. You get it right, you get $2,000. All right, give me your best shot. Suppose the White Sox hire Miss Manners to be their new coach. Given when it's proper to wear white, what will she insist be the length of their season? Memorial Day to Labor Day, Arbor Day to Flag Day, May Day to Independence Day, or Easter to Columbus Day? According to fashion tradition, those white socks are only appropriate between Memorial Day and Labor Day, but they can keep the black uniforms if Miss Manners says it's okay.
Today, the art of dining. Now, as second baseman, what is your relation to home plate?
I'm a dessert fork.
Outfielders?
Finger bowl.
Steak knife. Yeah, steak knife.
Okay, stretch yourself out and get psyched because this one's a dis or dat. I like to call this or that world records that require batteries. Okay, I'm going to read off 7 statements, and I want you to tell me whether each one refers to the Sears Tower or the classic pocket rocket vibrator. As each one comes up, if it refers to the long, sleek Sears Tower, which is in Chicago, press the square button. If it refers to the long, sleek pocket rocket vibrator, which may also be found in Chicago somewhere, press the circle button. And hit the triangle to skip the ones you don't know. I'll give you $1,000 for each right answer, but $1,000 is taken away for each incorrect answer or those you don't get to. All right, I'm going to start you off with 30 seconds on the clock, so let's do it. It used to be the largest in the world. See, major tourist attraction. Radio broadcasts from it. 2,000 miles of electrical wiring. Define the Chicago skyline. Sways 6 inches in high winds. Last one has blinking light on top. Well, damn, I got nothing to criticize here. Thanks a lot. Here you go. That's what you want to see. Okay, let's see what else we got going on.
6.
Coming at you, New Jersey isn't just a way to New York. How does $2,000 sound? Okay, how about this one? Michael Jordan, number 23, right? Yeah, well, it wasn't always 23. No siree, Bob. That whole baseball retirement thing threw everything off kilter for a while. Considering the uniform number Michael Jordan briefly used when he first came out of retirement, which of these drinks might he have endorsed at that time? 5 Alive, 50-50, 7-Up, or Colt 45? For a short time, Jordan's jersey was number 45. Yeah, I guess with a number like 45, he was afraid he wouldn't be able to break any records.
7.
Up next, burning Mrs. O'Leary's cow at the stake. $2,000 for a correct answer. Okay, so everybody thought that Mrs. O'Leary's cow was responsible for the Great Chicago Fire, right? Well, a couple of years ago, they find out the cow is innocent. But hey, guilty or not, that cow was probably pretty well done by the time the fire was over. Given which fast food restaurant opened its first store in the Chicago area, and which of the following would you most likely have found the well-cooked meat of Mrs. O'Leary's cow? A McDonald's Big Mac, a Burger King Whopper, a White Castle Slider, or Wendy's Big Bacon Classic? The first McDonald's restaurant opened just outside of Chicago in 1955. I sure as hell would like to know how they could have gotten that O'Leary cow, though. Oh, sure, Hamburglar had an alibi. He was watching a movie at Grimace's house. Yeah, my dimpled butt.
8.
Here's a little something I call, this is so embarrassing, I'll only say it on TV. I'm gonna make this one $1,000. Put it in gear, because here we go. Imagine you want to spill your secrets on a Chicago talk show. Which of the following will you definitely not be doing? Sharing your all Twinkies diet with Oprah, attacking an ex-lover on Jerry Springer, confessing your affair with your cat to Lisa, or telling Jenny Jones that your butt talks. Lisa's the only one here that's not filmed in Chicago. And it's absolutely ridiculous to think that any self-respecting Chicagoan would have an affair with a cat. It's much more of a dog town. Isn't that right, Scruffy? Yeah, Daddy's almost done. Okay.
9.
The category is Harvest Time at the Funny Farm. Get this one right, you get $1,000. See if you can wrap your skull around this. John Belushi was on Saturday Night Live in its first season. Bill Murray joined in the third season. Chris Farley appeared in the 16th season. But where did they all appear first? First town, second city, third world, or fourth place? Belushi, Murray, Farley, they all started out with Chicago's famed Second City Improvisational Theater. Then they moved to New York and were introduced to Victoria Jackson and that goat boy.
10.
This category is First Down and 7 Deadly Sins to Go. I got $2,000, says you don't know this one. Heads up, here it comes. Considering the official classification for a group of bears, of which deadly sin would the Chicago Bears most likely be accused? Sloth, gluttony, pride, or lust? A group of bears is called a sloth. And considering the Chicago Bears' history, that's a compliment. I hope you've taken your medication because we're heading straight for a Coinkydink. All right, listen up. Here's how you play this thing. You're going to see a bunch of different pairs that are in some way connected to one another. And you're going to see a series of items that may or may not connect that pair. Buzz in to choose the item you think correctly joins the two. There's $1,000 in it for you if you're right, but choose wisely. If you're wrong, you lose $1,000. At the end, I'm going to give you a bonus question for some bonus cash. Let's just say you should pay close attention to all the correct answers. Your Coinkydink goes by the name My Kind of Down. All right, let's dive in. Blank Box Day and musical Blanks and Dolls. What do they got in common? To chase a quarterback and traffic's blank hour. Convalescent and blank Texas Ranger. Slang for penis and LBJ's surname. Monarch and chicken a la blank. TV cop TJ Blank and Working Girl. Hungry Like the Blank and the Big Bad Blank. Okay, shifting gears into bonus. What do all of the correct answers have in common? Are they all Halos of Oprah, the Chicago 7, Winter Pizza, Blues Musicians? Oh yeah, rack it up. Hey, way to go. See, now since you know the blues, you don't have to sing them. See how that works? Perfect. Now see if you can top it off with a bonus. Looks like you're taking that too, player one. Nice. Let's get out of here.
12.
Category's gonna be A River Runs Through All of Us. $3,000 for this one. Let's see how you handle this one. Which of the following best describes the unique engineering technique applied to the Chicago River at the beginning of the 20th century? Picking your nose, peeing your pants, vomiting, or constipation. Back in 1900, to improve the sewage system of the city, the natural flow of the Chicago River was reversed, just like the natural flow of food in your body is reversed when you vomit. The reversal of the Chicago River brought back a few thousand tons of sausages and about 742 missing mobsters.
13.
I'm calling this one. Oh, that's one of my girlfriend's tapes. Let's see what you'll do for $1,000. Flex those fingers, here it comes. If you want to take a trip from Chicago to Boston, what songs might you play back to back? Right Here Waiting and Sister Christian, Glory of Love and Babe, Can't Fight This Feeling and Always, or Stay the Night and More Than a Feeling. Stay the Night is by the group Chicago and More Than a Feeling is by that rockin' band Boston. Of course, that only leads to taking The Journey. So get ready for that lovin', touchin', and squeezin'.
14.
This one's called Pizza and the Big O. And this one's gonna be worth $2,000. Put your head between your knees, because we're going down. If you like your lovin' just like you like your pizza, that is Chicago style, how do you like it? Deep and thick, with lots and lots of sausage, thin and crispy, or extra crusty. Chicago style pizza is thick, deep dish stuffed pizza. Now me, I like my lovin' with the cheese baked right into the crust. Yeah, baby, I don't know what that means. You're about to embark upon the attack. Hit your buzzer when you see two words that match. $2,000 if you're right, 2,000 off if you're wrong. It's not so hard. Just remember this.
Remember the clue.
It's got to be a match that fits this clue. Here's your long-distance windy dedication. Hey, I kind of like this. Coming up next, sports and traffic. Yeah, I could see that. Does it? Well, you did great, but then again, how hard can it be to win against yourself? Find some competition, and then you'll see.
You don't know Jack!
The high scoreboard was here in London. Congratulations on being the first to enter it. Please enter your name. Excellent. You should be overwhelmed with happiness.
Mr. Smith?
If the thought of playing
About that
again
kidney
instills
transplant you're
desire
waiting
in
for.
you, please let
Now
me
you
know.
can charge it, because I've got a pre-approved credit card with your name on it.
Boy, that would be great. Sign me up.
Cold calling can be hard, but the Telemarket 2000 makes it easy. Simply type in a name, and the Telemarket prints out personal information about the people you're calling.
Hello?
Mrs. Johnson?
Yes?
I know you're going through a painful divorce.
Who is this?
And nothing can take your mind off a lousy cheating husband like some beautiful aluminum siding.
Really? Do you think so? Oh, go ahead. Do the whole house.
The Telemarket 2000! Let us help you get your foot in the door before it's slammed in your face!
Everybody in clown shoes. And now, the St. Joseph's Historically Inaccurate Boys Choir.
Oh, Genghis Khan was a merry old man, and a very hairy man was he. He invaded Alaska from the north and taught penguins how to speak Chinese. Oh, after the battle he was quite hungry, so he went to a KFC, where he ordered coleslaw, mashed potatoes, and chicken de rotisserie.
No spanking the monkey during the season, squirt!
How many times did I hear that? Hi, I'm Hawks quarterback Rusty Grew, and I'd like to tell you doing it with yourself is okay. It's easy, fun, and you don't need any special shoes. It's the best thing I know for the pregame jitters. Cool and in control, Rusty Grew throws for over 400 yards! Treat yourself right. Masturbate before practices and games, and you'll be a winner too.
Hi, I'm Patrick L. Bender, children's attorney at law. Do the other kids hate you? Do they pick you last in gym? Do they call you fatty, hamburger patty? Let's be honest, kids can be cruel. But thanks to new legal loopholes, you don't have to take it anymore. Just listen to one of my clients.
Yeah, Jean wouldn't trade her baloney for my tuna, so I sued her good.
I'll help you stand up for your rights with teachers, too.
Mrs. Green was always calling on me in class, and I took her to court, and she was crying, and now she doesn't come to school anymore.
Call me, Patrick L. Bender, at 555-KIDS for a free estimate. That's 555-KIDS. Remember, even though you can't spell litigious, you can still take the law into your own grubby little hands.
Hey, what are you doing? I'm lonely. Are you? Call me. 1-800-HOT-BUTTS. Let's go out.
I was up for a night of hot woman on robot action. Well, I got what I wanted. Plus, at the end of the night, my robotic escort really put out.
Give me a call. 1-800-HOT-BUTTS. I'm waiting by the phone. Plus, at the end of the night, I really put out.